Hello and welcome to another video here on my channel, Exceedingly Good Reviews. This is my thoughts on video, my thoughts on AEW Dark from the 29th of September 2020. 9 matches on this card, quite a good card by the looks of it, looking at it. So I'll run through all the matches and then I'll give my overall thoughts on the show as a whole. So Shawn Spears comes out at the beginning, he joins commentary. The commentary team tonight, it was just Excalibur and Taz. The first match, it's Ray, Roses and Rising. Rising's got quite a good, interesting, different look. I mean, not different to the previous week, but I mean different as in he stands out on the roster, in my opinion. They were taking on the team of SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. Now, a little bit of friction there between Scorpio Sky and Shawn Spears on commentary. That must be why Shawn Spears is out on commentary. SCU end up winning the match. It was a good match. It was just there, I think, to further the feud of Scorpio Sky and Shawn Spears. A little bit of distraction in the match. Sometimes you can see Scorpio Sky's attention is drawn to Shawn Spears, but ultimately it doesn't cost them in the grand scheme of things because they win the match. Scorpio Sky and Shawn Spears can't wait for that match. The second match of the night, Alex Gracias, I do apologise if I butcher anyone's name. Alex Gracias versus Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford. What a beautiful name. Penelope Ford, accompanied by her love interest, Kip Sabian. Ricky Starks has come out onto commentary. He's on commentary for the rest of the night after this point. Penelope Ford wins the match. It's quite a sloppy match, unfortunately. It's a shame. I like Penelope Ford. I think she's progressed a lot as I've been a fan watching AEW, watching her. I think that she is developing and is worthy to be a more serious competitor within the women's division in AEW. But unfortunately, this was a very sloppy match. Was it her fault? Was it Alex Garcia's fault? Was it nobody's fault? Was it just that they didn't have the ring chemistry? It was a sloppy match. Third match of the night, Embadu and Bishop King taking on the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent. Love the best friends. No Orange Cassidy out with them tonight, unfortunately. The best friends win after hitting a move called the Strong Zero, I think. Please let me know if it isn't in the comments. I think it's called the Strong Zero. This was an okay match. It was to me, this was just to fill out the card and to get the best friends a match. So it was what it was. Best friends win. Good for them. Fourth match of the night, the Jurassic Express, the team of Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy with Marco Stunt in the corner, taking on 5 and 10 of the Dark Order. Like in the Dark Order, they're two very similar teams in the fact that you got Luchasaurus, a big man, and Jungle Boy, the athletic smaller guy, taking on 5 and 10. 5, the smaller guy, the more athletic one, and number 10, a big guy. So it's quite similar. It's like a symmetry between the two teams. It leads to quite an even match. It's quite a good match. Dark Order tried to isolate Jungle Boy when the Luchasaurus gets tagged in. He starts to dominate, but the finish comes when Jurassic Express hit their move, the Jurassic Express, and win the match. So good for the Jurassic Express. But did I call that move the Jungle Express? I do apologise if it did. The Jurassic Express. God, I am babbling. So the fifth match of the night, it's Shawn Dean and Cesar Bononi. You might recognise Cesar Bononi, a former talent within the NXT division. He was let go. Now ended up in AEW. Good for him. Can't wait to see what he does. He gets a good show in here. So it was Shawn Dean and Cesar Bononi against the Gun Club, Austin and Billy Gunn. Father and son tag team. I like it, and I want to see them more prominently shown on AEW Dynamite, maybe move further up the card. I think it's a good team. Ultimately, this match was all about Cesar Bononi, though. I mean, he was dominant throughout the match. I mean, he dominates Austin. Gunn. When Billy comes in, he dominates Billy Gunn. I feel sorry for Sean Dean because he was quite a forgotten individual, and Sean Dean ultimately was the one who got pinned. He got pinned. So the Gun Club win the match, but Cesar Bononi, this was all about Cesar Bononi, I think, this match, and I can't wait to see more of him, what he does in AEW. 6th match of the night, Tay Conti, formerly of NXT as well, taking on Red Velvet. This was an absolute belter of a match. I really enjoyed this match. I think Tay Conti has improved immensely from her days starting out in NXT. I'm glad that she stuck around with wrestling after she was let go by NXT. I'm glad that she's sticking with this industry, and it's paying off for her, I think, because this was a belt of a match. She is great. She ends up winning the match with a submission. After the match, Red Velvet gets attacked by Anna Jay, a friend of Tay Conti. Anna Jay trying to recruit Tay Conti into the Dark Order. Tay Conti seems, a bit bewildered. Why are you doing this? Why are you attacking her? Ultimately, Brandy Rhodes makes the save. But so further in the storyline there between Anna Jay and Brandy, Anna Jay trying to get Tay Conti into the Dark Order. I like it. And this was a belt of a match. Ignoring the ending, the shenanigans at the end. The match itself was a great match, a belt of a match. 7th match of the night, Griff Garrison teaming with Brian Pillman Jr. We're taking on the Chaos Project, Luther and what's his name, Serpentico. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Serpentico shoots streamers at the beginning of the match into the face of Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. to get the advantage, get the upper hand. But this basically, Luther uses Serpentico as a weapon throughout this match, body slamming him onto either Griff Garrison or Brian Pillman Jr. I like that, Luther being the bigger man and Serpentico being the smaller man, it makes sense. Him using him as a weapon, basically. There's nothing illegal about that. Serpentico ultimately pins Brian Pillman Jr. After a double team move. So, sorry. Brian Pillman Jr., I don't think he's been utilised correctly since he's come in from Major League Wrestling. I don't know what his commitments still are with Major League Wrestling. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. But I feel sorry for him. I think he's got a great look. I think he's a good wrestler. So I want to see him more prominent. But then you can say that about a lot of the wrestlers in AEW. So AEW only have so much time to portray, to showcase their talent. And they've got a wealth of it right now. 8th match of the night, Rasheed Chanel taking on Nyla Rose with Vicki Guerrero in her corner. Vicki Guerrero being her manager and whatnot. Excuse me. Love that. Nyla at the beginning of the match wants Rasheed to lay down for her. You're no competition for me. Let's just get this over and done with. Lay down. Let me pin you. It's over with. Because she doesn't, she kind of makes her suffer a little bit, because when she does have an opportunity to pin Rasheed, she doesn't. She picks her back up and continues to beat down her. Rasheed does get some offense in, but this was a squash match, basically. Nyla Rose wins the match. Good for her. Nice to see her. Let's see where she progresses to. And 9th match of the night, the main event, it was the Natural Nightmares. Dustin Rhodes teaming with QT Marshall with Brandy in their corner, taking on the team of Boom Boom, Colt Cabana, and John Silver, number 4 within the Dark Order. This is a Dark Order match against the Natural Nightmares. And there's John Silver, number 4, does not want to team with Colt Cabana. We see that throughout the night. And ultimately, the lack of tag team I can't think of the word, I do apologise, but the cohesiveness, they don't work as a unit, they're not used to working together, and number 4 doesn't want to work with him, so ultimately that plays into the ending. They go for a double team move. Colt Cabana doesn't know what he's meant to be doing, where he's meant to be, how he's meant to fit into this double team move. It doesn't pay off, and that dysfunctionality, like I said, ends up. QT hits the diamond cutter on John for the win. Good for QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes, the Natural Nightmares. Nice to see them win. That was your main event. So the show as an overall, 9 matches, a little bit easier to get through. I think it was the same kind of, roughly around about the same kind of running time, maybe 10 minutes less. But it was easy to get through. It's a shame about the first women's match, Penelope Ford taking on Alex Garcia, because that was a shame. Like I said, I do like Penelope Ford. I think she's a great wrestler. What a lovely name, Penelope. Rising, like I said, he's got a good look. It's different to some people, to a lot on the roster. SCU getting a run out. Cesar Bononi, a newcomer within AEW, I think, and he looked great. Tay Conti, Red Velvet. That's my match of the night. This I wouldn't say it's match of the week, but it was definitely the match of the night in my opinion. It was a great match. Like I said, it's a shame what's happening with Brian Pillman Jr. I think he should be used more prominently. All the stuff with the Dark Order. I like the Dark Order faction. I think it's great. Long live Mr. Brody Lee. Dark Order. So yeah, my overall thoughts on the show. It was a decent show. Overall, it was probably better than last week's show. But if you have a chance to see it, I would recommend seeing it, especially for the Tay Conti match. But overall, let me know in the comments if you want me to do a rating system. I have done a rating system on some of my videos where I've given 2, 3, 4, 5 stars ratings. Well, I've only given 2 and 3 so far, but 2 and 3 star ratings out of 5. It's a 5-star rating system, like Dave Meltzer. And so just let me know if you want me to continue with that. If I had to rate this one for a dark show, for an AEW Dark show, I'd give it a 2-star. Like I said, some of the matches were just there. They were okay. Like I said, there was the sloppy match. I really enjoyed the Tay Conti Red Velvet match and the Jurassic Express match. Their match was quite good. But ultimately, yeah, if you end up get a chance to see it, then watch it. But otherwise, yeah. So I'd give this one a 2-star. It's a 2-star show for me. They're my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see me review, and how you want me to tweak these videos so they're more tailored for your enjoyment. Thank you.